Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon Carey, Director of Praxis Center, and I want to tell you a few things in this new year, in this coming new year. I want to wish you all a warm holiday and a great new year, and I want to thank you all for being so supportive of one another. It's not just about the milestones that we're all achieving here. It's also about the struggle and the questions and the support. And you guys have been amazing in supporting each other. Just look at these threads of people who are achieving wonderful things, as well as people who have questions and are struggling. And all of you have been such an amazingly loving, supportive tribe of artists, of learners, and I want to thank you all for that. And I want to tell you a few things that I think are kind of exciting news for the new year. 2020, and one is that some national news which you may have heard, which is that the National Endowment for the Arts budget for the arts has increased this year for the first time in several years. And, there was some worry earlier this year when it was called for the National Endowment for the Arts to be cut completely. And instead, for the first time in several years, its budget has been increased by millions. And what that means is that there will be more funding for the arts across the country in different ways. For you, that means in terms of grants, especially federal grants, as well as state grants, because the NEA distributes money to state councils on the arts as well. It means there's more money for artists like you this coming year. So we'll work more on applying for grants this year, which I'm really excited about. And of course, you can always ask questions. I'll be doing more talks on that. And I also want to say a few more things. This year, there's a new class that's been made. It's in addition to selling your art online. As members, it's now included with your bundle. So if you go to the website, praxiscenterforaesthetics.com, you'll see another class that's been created. And this class is fairly technical, but it's about exactly how to use ads on Facebook to increase your mailing list, to create a mailing list of collectors. And it's also about how to run ads there to help sell work if that's of interest to you. It's pretty technical. It's run by a good friend of mine, Antonio, who's a marketing expert, and he goes through all the minutia and kind of walks you step by step with all kinds of tutorials and explanations about how to do everything from set up your email provider like MailChimp so that you can collect names of collectors, and methods that he's used to bring in collectors and to help generate sales to those collectors. So that's really exciting. And for those of you who are interested, please take a look. And also, I want to announce, and again, that new class is just part of what you already have here as a member. It's a new class, and it's already included with the bundle that you have here as a Praxis member. Also, I want to say one more thing, which is that this next year, 2020, the year we're coming into, is going to be a year where there's a lot more things growing in this center. Besides classes and that I just mentioned, there's also the new studio visits. As some of you may have seen, studio visits, we did a virtual studio visit last month, and we went to several people's studios. And the way that worked was we did it all through Zoom, through software that anybody can use on their phone or computer. And we met some of you and had studio visits, and we looked at your work, and people could make comments and ask questions. So this coming year, get ready for your studio visit, because we're going to be doing more studio visits, and I'm expecting to have curators also on the studio visit, so that it's not just myself visiting your studio, as well as other artists. I'm looking for, and will bring in curators as well that will be looking at your studio. So it's pretty exciting, right? That's a very exciting development. For me, I know that people have always talked about, wanting feedback and looking at art. And this is your chance to have a studio visit. And it's also your chance to kind of prepare for how do you do a studio visit? What do you say? It's so there'll be lots more on that. I'll be talking more about that. I'll be giving a lot of clear instructions on how that'll work. And there'll be a way that all of you can sign up, and that's all coming very shortly. There'll be links in here in this thread when they do. So again, I want to thank you all, wish you a wonderful, warm holiday. I'll put some of the links in this thread to the NA article. You can read through it and see just where the money's going. And again, also, there's a new class on selling online in your bundle. It's called Building an Audience. Building an Audience. It's about generating an audience of collectors using ads, spending as much as $3 a day. And finally, studio visits, again, just in summary, is what we're going to be embarking on more this year. We did an experiment towards the end of this year, and it worked out incredibly well. Using Zoom software, we could see other people's art clearly. We could hear them talk about it, and it was just so exciting to do studio visits. So more studio visits are coming up in this new year, and this is just an announcement to tell you that and to wish you all a very warm holiday. And of course, as always, if you have suggestions for talks you'd like to see from me, other things you'd like to see in Praxis Center, I'm all ears. I'm here to serve you, so just let me know. And again, I want to thank you all, wish you a very happy new year, a very warm holiday season, and to also tell you how grateful I am for all the support and love that you give each other in this group, because I think that's critical to learning as an artist. I think it's critical to advancement as an artist, because we all know this is tough. It's not easy to raise funds. It's not easy to approach galleries. It's not easy to do all these things, grants, applications, but it's support as well as education that makes this happen. But the support, I can't tell you enough how important I think that is, and how special it is that this group is so nice and supportive to one another. So I'm grateful for that. I want to thank you, and also just make that holiday announcement of the new class that's now yours. Of course, no extra charge. It's part of your bundle, as well as what I'm very excited about is doing studio visits with all of you in the coming year. So thank you again, and I wish you all the most prosperous and warm new year, and full of love and sales of art and exhibitions of art, and travels, whatever it is that your goals are this year. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. So thank you again for the warmth and kindness all of you have shared, and I look forward to seeing your studio and more in the new year.